Hello, movie enthusiasts! Welcome to FilmBitsy. In 1944, two pilots, one American named Hank Marlowe and one Japanese named Gunpei Akari, jump out of their planes with parachutes onto a South Pacific island after a battle. They start fighting each other, but then Kong appears and stops them. Then the storyline moves to 1973. A man named Bill Randa, who leads a group called Monarch, wants to find old animals on a new island called Skull Island. He asks a group of soldiers led by Lieutenant Colonel Preston Packard, a tracker and ex-British Special Air Service captain named James Conrad, and a photographer who's against war named Mason Weaver to help him. The team is all sent to explore a mysterious island, but Mother Nature has other plans. As they take off in their helicopters, they hit a massive storm. Lightning is crackling all around them. It's like they're flying right into a nightmare. When they get to Skull Island, Packard's soldiers start using big bombs made by Randa's scientist friend Houston Brooks. But then Kong attacks them. Instead of running away like everyone else, Colonel Packard gets super mad and stands right in front of Kong, like he's ready to fight. After the attack, the survivors split into two groups. Packard looks for a helicopter flown by Major Jack Chapman. He wants to use the weapons on the helicopter to try to kill Kong. Conrad's group meets the local people called the Iwi, and an older man named Marlowe, who is the same guy, fought with the Japanese pilot in the first scene. He has been unable to leave Skull Island since then. And the other pilot was killed by a skull crawler a while back. Marlowe tells them Kong protects the island from dangerous creatures, including some weird reptiles called skull crawlers. When they reunite with Packard, he really wants to find Chapman, so Marlowe guides them through a place where lots of dinosaurs and Kong's family are buried. Skullcrawler attacks them and kills Randa and some others, but just when it looks like game's over, Weaver makes a big explosion using flammable gas that kills that ugly monster. When Packard finds out that Chapman is dead, he tells everyone about his plan to kill Kong and get revenge for his friends who died. Marlowe and Brooks try to explain that if they kill Kong, it will make the Skullcrawlers come out and cause a lot of trouble, but Packard doesn't want to listen. The two groups split up. Packard's group takes the weapons from Chapman's helicopter and sets a trap for Kong at a lake nearby. The non-military people head back to the boat. Conrad and Weaver get a close look at Kong and see that he's actually a peaceful creature. They change their mind and decide to save him. Packard's group tricks Kong with the last bombs and hurts him badly with fire. Conrad, Weaver, and Marlowe show up, and after a tense moment, they convince the other soldiers to stop hurting Kong. But Packard won't give up. While the others leave, a big skullcrawler comes out of the lake and Kong fights it. Packard gets squashed by Kong. Even though the skullcrawler is super strong and scary, Kong doesn't back down. With Conrad and the crew there to back him up, they team up to take it down. It's a heart-pounding showdown, but in the end, Kong proves he's the king of the island. They all make it to the meeting point and leave the island while Kong stays behind. Later on, Marlowe gets back to his wife and meets his son for the first time. And then in the post-credit scene, we see that Sam, Lynn, and Brooks tell Weaver and Conrad that Kong is not the only big monster around. Don't miss out on more videos like this by subscribing and turning on notifications. Thanks for watching.